Hello, my name is Matthias Cavodi. I'd like to welcome you guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies, 4-part miniseries, part of the Secret Wars crossover, helmed by Jonathan Hickman. Particular story is written by, I think, James Robinson, his name, and the title of the series is sort of misleading because you think you're going to have like an all-out war between Ultron drones and Ultron Prime versus Marvel Zombies. And we have like minor confrontations between these two groups. But mostly, oddly enough, the story really revolves around Hank Pym. A real pleasant surprise because I really like Hank Pym as a character. So let's get into this. And I do recommend you guys to read this story. It was sort of interesting. Like, there's a moment that I feel like they resolved the story very conveniently using scientific mumbo jumbo to resolve the main conflict of the story. But outside of that, I did like the angle you have Hank Pym, Wonder Man, Vision, Human Torch, all characters I really like. There's not that much of Ultron or the zombies in the first place. Like they're the bad guys. They're present, but it doesn't dive too deep with these two groups of characters. In the world was created during the Secret Wars battle world, yet it was divided in different areas that represented different aspects of the Marvel Universe. The normal 616 New York City, you had the Age of Apocalypse, an old Western type of area that was called the Timely area, part called Greenland that's full of Hulks, and separating this livable part of Battle World, you had like this giant wall called the Shield, and you had like these Badlands where we had Ultron and his drones living in a place called Perfection, and you had the zombies on the other side, and Annihilus and his drones living there too. So anyone that was a menace to the order of status quo to Battle World, they were exiled there, and they were going to have certain death. Here we discover how Ultron took over his part of Battle World, and that this led it to be left being part of these Badlands, where this is a world where Ultron actually kills Hank Pym. After doing this, he's able to take over the world, defeat the Avengers, defeat all of Marvel's heroes. We have Hank Pym, that's actually from the Timely, the old Western part of Battle World. He's being exiled because he did something he shouldn't do. You get a feeling like a lot of smart characters that are sort of a menace to Doom's rule in Battle World, they're the ones getting kicked out into the Badlands. Here we have Hank Pym. Discover later in the story, it's like spoilers, it's worth the read. It's actually pretty good. He actually tries to create a Ultron, a steampunk type of Ultron, and he gets in trouble trying to get adamantium on the black market from another realm, which was a Wolverine skeleton. This leads him to get into hot water with the Thor corpse, and that's why he gets exiled. So he's taken by a sentinel into the middle of the Badlands. To his fate, he crossed paths with two zombies, and he's saved by Vision, Human Torch, the original, and Wonder Man. All three characters they're sort of linked together, their respective mythos, and they're all also linked to Hank Pym. What we discover is that within the Badlands, there's a refuge created by Wonder Man, Vision, and Human Torch, where all the people that have been exiled, or most of them, are actually being saved and sent to this place. Hank Pym is taken there. We get to see all the people that have been exiled. This story focuses a lot on these three characters and how Ultron actually used these three characters to be able to take over and create the whole Age of Ultron part of Battle World, what he calls Perfection. Taking place, we have Ultron that with no war between, like, again, brief little battles between him and the zombies, he decides to forge an alliance with the zombies to destroy this sanctuary, and this is their first step as in conquest of Battleworld. So Ultron starts fusing zombies with Ultron technology. It's pretty well written that since Hank Pym is from the times of the cowboys from the late 1800s, there's a lot of words that other characters use that he's not familiar with, that they have to sort of bring him up to speed. Exposed to a lot of science that he's not familiar with, but like he's intuitive, his intelligence, so he's a quick learner. Also, another thing is that we have Vision is in a relationship with Agatha Harkness. That was like, after watching WandaVision, I found that to be pretty interesting. We also have the timely era Wasp, who had a relationship with Hank Pym. She finds out he's been exiled, and she goes into the battle lines looking for him. Even though the relationship went south, she wants to know if he's okay. I had a little hiccup, but here's that Ultron I was telling you guys Hank was trying to create. So obviously the zombie Ultron horde attacks. Hank uses some technobabble, and it's not very well explained, but he uses the power of science to defeat the zombies pretty quickly. See all the noble heroes willing to make the ultimate sacrifice to save the people that are all in the sanctuary. So the way it's resolved, it's meh. We don't see the war between Ultron and the zombies, no, but I like to focus on Hank Pym. Thought it was interesting. So see you guys next time.